another beautiful day in the city of Lagos, and of course, you know the name of the show is Video Wheels Lifestyle. Now, every week we bring to you beautiful package. You know, we like to do fresh stuff so that we keep you close to entertainment. But today's show is a different one with a different package. Now, don't forget that the Children's Day is gradually coming close, and there are things that naturally we're supposed to talk about to look at the ways we can prevent children from getting into the claws of those wicked people. Don't forget, the name of the show is Video Wheels Lifestyle. My name is Angela. We'll go for this short break, and when we come back, I'll be introducing my guests to you. You're welcome.
Rape is perhaps an underreported crime in the Nigerian society in general. There are many young girls out there who have been defiled by male teachers, uncles, or even strangers who lure them to dark corners or to their homes. Out of fear or shame or combination of both, the girls keep quiet forever, but the psychological scar remains. Married women are not spared. They're subjected to all kinds of irresponsible compliments on their looks and dressing. For example,
Madam Ewele, your husband must be enjoying it.
Enjoying what? Hey.
Madam, you don't look bad at all. You don't look like you've ever been to the maternity ward.
I tire. So what's your business with that?
Madam, I hope your husband appreciates what he has.
Excuse me? What if he doesn't?
Madam, if you are not married, I would give everything to be your husband. Wallahi.
See wahala. Now that she is, what are you going to do about it? Commit suicide?
Okay, Video Wheels Lifestyle is the name of the show, and don't forget you can join us on www.goldmynetv. Today, I'm not alone on the show. I have a guest, Mr. Olayinka Ayofe Omochola. He's a counselor, an administrator, and senior staff member of the Great University of Lagos. Now, it bothers me to think that rape is gradually becoming the capital of Africa. It's a really, really sad one, and whether or not you accept it, it's becoming a sad reality in Nigeria, and it seems like people are not really talking about it. Today with me on the show, we're going to be talking about it together, so you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And we're glad to have you here.
Thanks very much.
Let's talk about child molestation and rape. What age bracket do you think this falls under?
Thank you so much. Talking about child molestation and rape, I'm going to define what a child is. A child is someone that is below the age of consent. A child is someone that is ignorant, that does not willingly give his or her consent to be abused. It could be between 7 and age 10.
How deep is this issue? How deep is this problem?
The rate at
and how do you think it wriggles itself into the society?
Thank you so much. The rate at which cases of rape and child abuse are being reported on a daily basis is so alarming. One would imagine how it manifests in the family, how a father rapes his child, and how children are being abused. Talking about child abuse, it can be categorized into two parts. It could be physical or psychological. Talking about physical abuse, we looked at the torment that parents instill on children. Looking at the form of overcorrection that children are being exposed to when they err. I'm talking about psychological, which as a result of sexual abuse. It can be it's so devastating when children they're exposed to it, and they have lots of problems in school, at home, and in society generally.
I was having a discussion with some set of people, and I said, child molestation, a lot of people believe that just has to do with girls. It's not just about girls. I've seen young boys, I've heard of young boys whom, were molested by adults. Yes.
And it could also be vice versa. Adults are molested by young people. Young people are also molested by adults. I'm talking about molestation. Molestation has to do with physical. It has to be physical, physically threatening an individual. And when an individual is threatened to do the things that ordinarily he will not do, or an individual is exposed, or an individual is compelled to know, is compelled, and an individual is threatened to behave in certain ways that normally, ordinarily, he or she will not do. That's molestation. So it's different from being sexually abused. So it starts from molestation, and adults look at society today. Adults are being molested by young people, and young ones also are being molested by adults, and it happens everywhere. It's around in society.
You know, it seems to me that a lot of people, I've seen several NGOs. I've seen NGOs that has to do with widows, NGOs that has to do with accident victims. I've seen all sorts of NGOs, but it seems like everybody is running away from, you know, having something to do with that. You know, it's become a cliche, rape. You know, nobody really wants to have anything to do with that word, because, you know, at the end of the day, because nobody is fighting for the victims, a rapist is arrested, he's taken to the police station. The next thing you see him walking around, you know, why? What is going on?
Well, I'm going to say this, that we appreciate the efforts of the society, the government, faith-based organizations, because the rape case as it is, it is the most unreported case in the society, because you find out that it's difficult for an individual to report, even anonymously. Individual feels shy or intimidated. Individual feels that he or she has done something wrong by being sexually abused. Or
but
by
how do
raped.
you function for the rest of your life when you come out to say that, okay, Mio have just been raped?
That is
you
it.
know, you would look like something those Igbos call osu, like
Yes.
this person, you must never go near this person again
You
for the
will
rest of their lives.
that individual looks at him or herself as if he should not. Life is not worth it. Life is not worth living. But we are saying that individuals should be reorientated. They should learn. They should know that when you are sexually
So who
abused,
reorientates them?
the society, you and I, reorientate our children.
I can't do it alone.
There should be a concerted effort. It starts from the family, it starts from the home, and a child is assisted or a child is helped. A child is reorientated from the home. When the child gets to the school, teachers are also putting the effort together to making sure that children are protected. And any child that is sexually abused or molested, should report appropriately.
Okay, you're talking about the role of the parent, you're talking about the role of the community. What is the role of the government in all of this?
Thank you so much.
What is the role of the government?
Thank you
in
so
all of
much.
this?
To the best of my knowledge, I know that an organization exists which is empowered by the government, which is called OPD. That's the Office of the Public Defender. And there's a website and there's an email address. There are even numbers that individuals could call to report cases of rape and molestation. So the government has put a lot, but we will not shy away from the fact that it becomes difficult for government to act if the cases are not being reported. Of course, we know that recently a case of a pastor who raped an 11-year-old girl was the OPD intervened in that case, and the pastor was charged to court. So government has put a lot in place, but individuals should also assist the government.
But the rape case should be something that you should not even be able to count with the tip of your fingers that, okay, this one was helped, this one was sorted. You're just saying one. I've heard, like, I had the PPRO come here some time ago, and she gave an instance of an issue that happened. A father who had been sleeping with his daughter. Now he slept with his daughter to the extent that the daughter now had another daughter, his grandchild. He was sleeping with his daughter, his grandchild, and his great-grandchild. Now his great-grandchild was even the one that thrilled me in all of this. The girl was about 2 years. When they showed her diaper, it was crazy. And then they took him to court, they charged him, and then his wife started crying that, no, don't send my husband to prison, blah, 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 blah. What is going on? Is it that kind of person? Are we going to be praying for him to say there's something spiritually wrong with this person? Let's take him to church, let's take him for deliverance, or he's psychologically, like deterred or something. What happens to such people? Are we supposed to look at it from... Don't you think that a law is supposed to be set aside? Like this person is sentenced to something, or this person dies by hanging? Because really, if somebody has done that to a 2-year-old child, what is it doing in the midst of humans? It's an animal. So what happens?
Thank you so much. There are penalties for rape, for rapists. There are punishments.
I've not heard of any.
And the punishments vary from country to country. There are some places.
But we're talking about Nigeria, because it seems to me that gradually we're becoming the rape capital of Africa. We're talking about Nigeria. Every week we hear all sorts of stories. Recently I heard of one that happened in a secondary school. A secondary school that is like a secondary that a lot of people know, and we're not saying anything. Nobody's saying anything about it again. You hear it for like a week, and then the next week you're not hearing anything. Is it that, yes, we know that when these victims come out, they might not be able to function like they used to, or they would normally have for the rest of their lives. But what happens to the rapists themselves? What happens to them? Because I don't know.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to appreciate the government again, because for the fact that the cases are heard on TV, or we are carried along, and after a while it's like the government is silent about it, does not mean that action is not still being taken.
But are there laws? My
laws.
question is, are there laws, and can it be stopped in totality? Are there laws, and what are the laws that are set aside? Because if there are laws, then those laws should be put to action.
There are laws, and the rape can be stopped. And I'm going to say this: it goes beyond the law of the federation. I'm going to say that even right from the home, parents could enforce, laws could be enforced. Children can be helped. They could be assisted to prevent the issue of rape. And I'm going to say that the federal government frowns at rape, and everybody is an advocate of promoting children. That everybody should promote children, and nobody is encouraging rape. Nobody should encourage the act of rape. Nobody should encourage the act of molestation. And for anybody that is caught, for the offenders, they don't go scot-free. They are being punished by the federal government.
Okay, it's still Video Will's lifestyle, and no boxing, we're not quarreling here. We're just trying to understand ourselves and look at ways we can make the nation a better place for everybody. But we'll go for this quick commercial. When we come back, I'll be asking my guests this one question that's been bothering me for a while now. Don't go anywhere.
Home isn't always the most convenient place to watch television. You can keep up with television on a variety of devices, phones, laptops, and tablets.
So Goldmyne to the rescue.
Why not? Watching trending videos, news, exclusive interviews, fashion, style, and breaking news on the move. Now perfectly possible, just log on to www.goldmynetv or www.youtube.com/thegoldmyne. Goldmyne Entertainment. News at your fingertips.
A lot of people say there's no place like home. But at Limelight Hotel and Suites, we have a place that's just like home. Limelight Hotel and Suites is located in the serene and homely countryside of Agoiwoye, Ogun State. Limelight Hotel and Suites offers you nothing but the best in hospitality and facilities that you will not find anywhere. We have 3 bars, an oriental restaurant with a guarantee of uninterrupted power supply, and reliable internet facilities, not forgetting our ATM machines and POS terminals to give you the ease of cashless fun. Come relax and retreat into the calm embrace of Limelight Hotel and Suites. For more information, log on to www.limelight.hotel.com or email us on info@limelight.hotel.com or call us on 0807 097 1904. Limelight Hotel and Suites, taking you to the limelight.
girls are particularly vulnerable in the face of this widespread chauvinism. They can be easily overpowered. Poverty, parental negligence, and the moral crisis in society have also all combined to make rape so tempting. Besides, rape is stigmatized. Very few women are willing to press charges for rape. In the northern part of the country, girls under 10 are married off to rich malams and alajis. The girls are deflowered too early. Many of them are in the hospital, victims of a medical condition. Generally, young girls face other risks associated with adolescent sexuality, early pregnancies, sexually transmitted diseases, and the truncation of the educational careers. But today, the question is, who is to blame? You, the government, or me?